So I was doing a coaching call for one of my students, and he asked me the question when we were setting up how to monetize his craft, his graphic design business, was why should he care about helping people right now? And why can't he just focus on doing what gets him money and all the projects that get him money? And why does he really need to care about who he's helping now? He asked me that question, and it's always been on the back of my mind that yes, I need to help people with my craft, and yes, I need to help people with my creativity. But I never thought to myself the actual reason of how to explain why you should help people as a creative. So the promise of this video is I will help provide insight in how to leverage helping people and getting more traction with your creative work. So who am I? First of all, I've worked in the film industry as a VFX head. I direct and create my own short films, and I run my own Melbourne-based streetwear brand. My name is RK. I help young creatives like you monetize their craft in a fulfilling way. First of all, I respect you for clicking this low dopamine educational video compared to the more clickbaity videos on your feed. Subscribe to see more educational content like this on your feed from me and other educational YouTubers. If you are a young and aspiring creative and you really want to take this seriously, I would love to have a one-on-one chat with you. It's the first link down below. So the key factors we're going to go in today is number one, why you should help specific people as a creative. Number two, a mindset that can help and certain things to think about when going on this process. And number three, finally, the actionable steps you can do. So first of all, why should you even care about helping people? So going back to what I was talking about with my student, he was telling me that he doesn't mind where the money comes from as long as he's getting paid to do the work. Usually when people say they want to create a living out of doing all this creative work, when they start out, it's very humbling because you're working freelance jobs and all these other things that you don't feel like are contributing much to anything that you really want to do. A question I'm going to ask you is, do you care about having more traction now and less traction in the long run, or less traction now and more in the later, longer run? The answer that most of you have is less now, more later, right? So just keep this idea in your mind that I want to have less now so that I can have more later and do something that is actually helping people and contributing to something, than having more now and taking up all these jobs that don't really mean much to you and having less in the future because you haven't really set up and targeted your target audience in the first place starting off with. Another question I asked him is, which side of history do you want to be? Do you want to be on the side of history right now that is mass consumerism and creating for the sake of doom scrolling and just getting social media metrics like likes and views? Or do you want to be on the side that's actually helping people and providing gold standard education and actual value with the things that you create? If you're like me and most of the people that I talk to, it's usually the latter. So when you get someone the actual value and improvement through your craft, they will be your biggest asset in the long run. We want to start with less now so we can have more in the future, but that less that we have needs to be authentic people that we're actually helping. And when I say less, I mean the type of people that you work with and the type of people that you help needs to be so specific and so catered to the type of thing that you want to do for the rest of your life. When you see these people improving themselves and you see that you helping people through your creative work has actually changed their life in some way, the conviction that both you and the people that you helped have when talking about the creative work that you do and the services that you provide are so different than if you're just doing it for just getting the money now. Say someone comes to me for this one-on-one coaching, right? And I take their money and I don't really provide them or help them get the results that I say that I'll help them with. When they go out into the world, someone asks them, oh, how was your time working with me and my creative work? They would just say, oh, it didn't really work for me. I don't think you should do it. But when you're going to help people, when you actually get them that change and you actually put in the effort for them to be satisfied, they will go out and they will tell people about you. And when you see the results, you yourself will be like, damn, there's this amazing thing that I'm helping people with, and everyone needs this in their life. And the way that you speak about it and the way that you market it would be more natural, and you would have more conviction in the way that you speak. At the end, when you are helping people in this weird way, you are actually getting more in the future, even though you have less now. You have more monetary gain, more purpose, and more fulfilling work in the long run. So a couple mindsets that will help. So you might ask then, who can you help? You feel like your skills right now are not at the level that you can actually help people with. When you learn anything in the craft that you have, you can always use it as leverage to the people who haven't learned it yet. There's this theory that I coined, it's called the IT professional theory. When you help your grandparents fix the TV by just turning it off and turning it on again, they think you're a genius because you're doing something that they don't know how to do yet. And this kind of translates into everything. Once you learn something that the person below you doesn't know how to do yet, all you have to do is teach them that thing and bring them up so they can benefit from you helping them, and they will compensate you in some way so you can grow as well. And when you just keep going and doing that, you'll always have this positive feedback loop of growing. For me personally, it was just the younger version of me, the younger creative RK that wanted to do all these great things. I'm just trying to help him through these videos. When I go about creating content, I come within the mindset is like, what are the little things and the little milestones that I've done that I could represent and create things to help him achieve himself faster? A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. How great would it be if your younger self could learn from the mistakes that you made? So when I talk about little milestones, I mean getting my first artwork done, posting my first YouTube video, working with my first freelance client. There's a difference between doing this as a hobby and actually being a creative. So if you are going to go about this and you have been currently posting on some sort of social media, your current content is probably not reaching the people that you want to help. Once you start making the content that is truly helping the people that you do want to help, your retention and all your metrics are going to absolutely plummet. It's going to take time for the algorithm to relearn the type of people that you actually want to help and find your true audience. So you got to ask yourself, would you rather have 20K now with 500 true authentic people who are going to help you on this process and provide their time and monetary compensation for the services that you provide? Or would you want 10K, but in the end you have 1,000 true people that you have catered to and are going to help you on this journey? So can you see how these metrics have nothing to do with how successful you can be when creating? So less now and more later is better than more now and less later. So actionable steps you can take is brainstorm, who are you helping? Is it younger you? What are the biggest goals and aspirations of these people, their struggles, their habits, and some milestones that they can hit to reach the goals that they want. Next, think about how you can incorporate your craft to help these people. What are the things that you can do to help these people reach their goals, aspirations? Once you start actually targeting your content and your creative work towards helping these people and representing these people, start building a portfolio of all the positive responses that you are getting when you're doing this. So for me, it would be if someone leaves a YouTube comment saying, "Oh, I love your work, it's really helping me represent myself and it's really helped me in a positive way." Or with my brand, if I see someone has really positive traction and they love how I'm representing them in some way, I take a screenshot of that and you can open up a notes folder or something and you can put all this stuff in there. Especially when you're helping people one-to-one, it's very beneficial to actually ask them for written proof of how they felt, and that can also help you improve your services and your creative work in the long run. Finally, all you have to do is get the reps in and improve your process every time, and you can do this by asking the people that you're helping themselves. I loved working with you and I loved providing my creative work for you in some way. What is a way that I could improve the next time, so if we do work again or I work with someone similar, I can do a better job? And every time and every project that you do, it's going to get better and better over time. It's that less now, more later mindset. So the key factors that we went through is why help specific people as a creative, a mindset that can help, and actionable steps that you can take. The promise at the start of the video is I will provide insight onto how to leverage helping people into getting more traction with your creative work. Again, if you are an aspiring creative, the ROI that you're going to get on investing in your education is always something that you're going to be able to leverage in the long run. And it doesn't have to be me, but I'm saying in general, it's always something that's going to exponentially benefit you in the future. I would love to have a chat. If you do trust me, it's the first link down below. Thank you very much.